Right.
Dream in red.
Appreciate your input.
I kind of like that every stream just starts with like a Durge line. So, yeah, Dream in Red. How fitting for Halloween. Here, take Lae'zel to the Inquisitor. Follow the mountain pass. Is there an exit down here? Let's have a look for the exit. Yeah, the merchants. Almost forgot about them. Yeah, I think we weren't allowed to like use the grates, like the doors here. Were we? Yeah. That's so stupid that we're not allowed to like open those gates here, but we can just like walk around. Like, well, don't mind if I do.
Another Istik. You're lucky we didn't catch you outside, or you'd be in with the captain right now.
For a second I was like, why do they say like another Istik? But I guess the other one might be this very unfortunate girl down here. Ah, which we can't see, like the tiefling girl. Well...
Ugh, blood, rust, scar. Is there no odious substance not smeared on this delivery? I'd heard this plane was disgusting, but I didn't think it would be like this.
I don't know, her hair kind of looks like a wig. But I think it kind of feels like that for like quite some of the Githyanki who are like walking around here, right? I haven't dressed up in a few years now, but I do like to, yeah. Even if it's just a tiny bit. Do you have like a go-to costume or something? Or like a certain theme you like to go for? Also, Mass Effect 1 was also scandal because you can roam as Liara as a female shepherd. People need to get their stuff together. Oh, looking at Beloved Rapture gives me some nostalgic feeling for my childhood favorites Lunar Silver and Blue Star Story. I have no idea what those games are, Juniper. Baldur's Gate definitely has some woke, though I prefer calling it progressive and reflecting the world. Right? But that's the thing, people who use like woke, I don't know, usually just like don't listen to them. Just hateful people. Being against inclusion and stuff like that. The merchant has a nice dagger short sword. Ooh, they do. She does. Lorethian's Wrath, which is also another longsword which has the finesse trait. I think that's kind of nice. And I mean, why does it deal the same amount of damage as my staff? It doesn't make sense. Because I mean, I do get the additional 1d4 cold damage. Is the game miscalculating, or am I miscalculating? What? Okay, we do have a d6. We do have, if we look at the lower, like the smaller damage die, we have a d6 or a d8. So Lorethian's Wrath can deal like up to 2 damage more. Plus 4 is the same for both, because both is like enchantment plus 1. We have the d4 from the Blessing, and we have the plus 2 from... I kind of forgot. Where do we get the plus 2 from? Is that something from the tadpoles? Anyway, it doesn't make sense that they have the same damage. Duelist? Do we have Duelist? Might be. Anyway, let's just have a look if the weapon is nice for Astarion. Not really. Because I mean, in the sort of screams, we have like a d4 extra, so I would take that rather than a plus 1. Personally. You can go for short bow. Bow plus 1. Unseen Menace. That sounds fun. This weapon is invisible while equipped. It loses its property for 2 rounds on a missed attack roll. Do we get like any advantage by having like an invisible weapon? Because I mean, if you're invisible, you get advantage attacking. But the weapon being invisible? Hmm. And I mean, it's two-handed, extra read, yeah. So far I'm not very convinced by her items. When the wearer casts a spell that requires concentration, they gain 8 temporary hit points.
There's no time to
I
waste.
think we already have like nice boots for everyone.
Well, hello.
Astarion, when the wearer hits the target, it gains 3 additional temporary hit points. But Astarion doesn't really use concentration spells so far, right? And it also requires proficiency with medium armor. Who's even casting spells and has proficiency to medium armor? Like druids, paladins, rangers? That's it, I guess. Nyeh. Doomlobber. The wearer gains +1 bonus to spell attack roll. Ooh. I do like that. And they don't require any armor proficiency. Daredevil Proximity. Your ranged spell attacks are made as melee spell attacks when you are adjacent to a hostile creature. This effect can be toggled off. That sounds cool. I like those.
I'm ready. Assume nothing.
What now?
Could use that on Astarion. But Astarion doesn't really use like... Astarion uses lots of save spells, right? I think we're just taking them for Gale. So, let me buy those. Add my wares. And we have to buy more, otherwise she's too broke. Oh, we take Arrows of Roaring Thunder. Beside that... Gloves of Dexterity. Set the wearer's Dexterity score to 18. I think those also might be useful on someone. I'm not sure who to give them to. But I think we will find some use for them. Vital Conduit. Yeah. Let's go with that. Ooh. Okay, I saw lots of chat messages, so let's have a quick look. Oh gosh. Quick look, it will be a long look. Halloween is one of my favorites because I love any excuse to jump in a costume, but just too tired this year. Aww. It's okay. I think I also wouldn't be up to like going to like a big party today. Johan, an introverted young man from the countryside. It's about beloved rupture, right? Finds himself thrown into a conflict beyond his comprehension. The Ians, an enigmatic cultish militia, move ever closer to his isolated hometown. Now faced with a threat to his once Elysian life, Johan must decide the role that he is destined to play in this escalating conflict. At his sides are Aiden, the mysterious son of an exiled warrior who is trained since childhood in the mystic arts, and Krista, a runaway noblewoman intent on ending the war before it reaches her family. Through his coming-of-age journey, Johan confronts the ghost of his family trauma, his passions and sensuality, and ultimately his own demons. That does really sound cool. We are the Istik, and Esther was also in the crash and they kicked her out. Oh, Esther's the other Istik. True, makes sense, she told us that. It's usually just whatever takes my fancy, honestly, and less effort is often better. Fair. I'm currently playing it and I'm having a blast, even though Aiden and Joan haven't met yet. Aww. This time it went through. No concentration spell. Are you even min-maxing? I'm not min-maxing. That's nothing I do. And I mean, still, we are playing on Petition and we are, like, rushing through all the battles, so... Can't be that bad, can it? I mean, Shadowheart uses like Spirit Guardians. That's something with concentration. Damn, even you say that. I'm sorry if I failed on the puzzle or tried to do better. Aw, thank you. No worries. Esther wants to kidnap the egg. Wicked woman. You think Esther's like more wicked than the Githyanki? Do explain why. There must be something worthwhile on this plane, or you kind of wouldn't be here.
Most metals here fold like Istiks, much like Istiks themselves. But if you're so keen to extol their virtues, you can pay accordingly.
So charming. Also kind of interesting that I asked, like, why they're here, and she answers by, hey, that's great.
On your way then.
Let's see if we can talk some
Haven't
more.
had enough yet?
No, you're just so charming, I still want to return.
I should speak up.
The captain has little patience for your kind. You'd better not waste her time.
Yeah, I think we can't really do that much here unless we're going to steal, and maybe we should, like, hold off the stealing for a small time at least. Instinct. Yeah, they're all really friendly. Okay, remember how I just said, like, hold off the stealing, like, a second ago? Nope.
Let's get in and out.
I mean, it's just a little something, right?
Need
It's
to
like a
find a way
souvenir.
forward.
Let's hope they're not noticing that fast. What do you mean so far? No one is checking.
We have not been visited.
I think we were sneaky enough, actually. Nice. And beat them. I like that
Be
one.
better when the Chukrai leaves.
So long as he leaves with what he came for.
Who are you talking about? I wouldn't have taken Githyanki for, like, gossipers, right?
An Istik allowed to soil our halls. Chick.
Disapproving Githyanki
Cultists.
sounds.
Strange that one of your kind would be allowed here, especially during an inquisition. Surely the Kithwa.
Well, I guess the nice things are they're not racist because
Feel
I'm a
free to
Drow.
suggest
They're
it.
racist because I'm not a
I'm sure she'll
Githyanki.
appreciate your input.
They don't discern. Ooh, decorated battle, and I'm allowed to take something from... Why am I allowed to take something from that?
Think the Kithrak will
Is that a
tear up
trap?
when we find it.
I think we all will. When this pestilent search is finally over.
Give have an evil society, kind of like Drow. Yeah, true. In a very different way compared to Drow.
Maybe things will be better when the Chukrai leaves.
So
I don't
long
think
as he
Githyanki
leaves
have like
with
any
what he
slaves,
came for.
right? They just kill outright. But also this whole idea of being like the superior race. You're right, they're actually like quite
They should have let me
quite a lot of
interrogate
perils
those
to Drow.
cultists. I'd have loosened
Bitch, you
their
can't talk about
tongues
us starting the
properly.
halls with that god-awful facial hair.
I'm sure you would. Likely before they'd had
Hey,
the
warrior.
chance to say
What
it.
are you
On
up
second
to?
thoughts, perhaps an inquisitive Istik would make a good practice dummy.
Oh, come on and try it. I've been craving blood and I've been very civil for
Surely
Dark
the
Urge so
Kithrak
far.
could go look herself. It's so important.
Feel free to suggest it.
Please, Chitrai, I can explain. The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the astral prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise. They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight, Chitrai. We could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the astral prism, Therazin. My patience falters.
Yes, Chitrai. You
At
heard
least they're
him.
also bitchy to each other.
Go!
Do as she says. She remains your Kithrak. For now.
Yeah, I guess no matter how like high up you are in Githyanki society, there's always someone above you who's like a dick. And I mean, even if you're almost at the top, then you have Lakif who's a dick. I just thought the door closed again. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, they're eating the halflings. Yeah, remember me saying that the one who like ran away and was like shot in the back probably had like the better fate? I think that kind of confirms it. Oh well. To be fair, the Dark Urge Drow give for a sorcerer chromatic dragon makes sense. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, of course, you also have like nice Drow and nice like chromatic dragonborn. But true. Not everyone is a murder hobo. Map of the Shadow-Cursed Lands. Oh hey. This map is an act of improvised cartography. It highlights the areas of these Shadow-Cursed Lands explored by Githyanki scouts. Evidently, the forces are getting closer and closer. to Moonrise Towers.
A map of the Sword Coast. My people have scouted well beyond the temple.
The big question is, what are the Githyanki trying to do with Moonrise? Githyanki Erdos. Oh, hey, maybe we're going to get answers. The stone disc has Githyanki runes carved into it. Below them is drawn a translation into the common tongue. Be aware, cultists must be captured on sight. Interrogations swift but effective. Search for the artifact thorough. Priority 1. Yeah, I guess they're just expecting the absolutists to have the artifact, right? Well, good thing that we have it, and we're right in the middle of the lion's den. I mean, the Githyanki's den. I just had to go to the door, kids. Aww, playing trick or treat. I gotta say, I mean, since I'm living in the city, that doesn't happen at all.
I'm not here. Speak to the captain. Let's see how well she handles this.
I gotta say, there's a surprising amount of Githyanki who are like actually really into gossip. Let's see how well she handles that. Oh hey Shadowheart, there are more wolves. Let's see if we can talk to them maybe before we talk to the captain. And the captain has 104 HP and is ready to parry. What does that mean? The Githyanki stands ready to parry the next weapon attack, reducing its incoming damage by 10. The Githyanki can parry any attack as long as they have a reaction. They wield a greatsword and they aren't blinded, incapacitated or restrained. Maybe we can change that.
Once ate a dwarf, armor and all. Took me a whole 10 days to pass him.
Why are you kind of telling that as if it was like an achievement? Talk to the other wolf.
If she keeps making me eat armor, I'm going on a hunger strike.
I was kind of hoping that we could convince them to side like with us, but apparently not.
Please.
Even more armor. Let's take that since they don't want to eat that. But we also can't cast Speak with Dead on them. Well, let's talk to the Kithrak.
An istik in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
The istik is with me, honored Kithrak.
So noted. But my question goes unanswered. Do you bring the weapon?
I mean, you gotta say...
Don't tell her anything.
You gotta say, so far, she's like way nicer than like the first Kithrak we met, right? The one on the Red Dragon. I'm thinking like, what is the most likely thing Lavender's going to do? Is Lavender naive enough to actually tell her about the artifact? I don't even know what happens if you do that. So I am kind of curious, and I think it would be fitting for him. I think I have what you're looking for.
I sincerely hope you know what you're doing.
No.
Give it to me.
Yeah. We kind of don't want to give it to you. You can hold it for a sec. Let's try that. Lavender has no intelligence. I mean, in theory, he has. Cause headband of warped intellect. But I like to still play him out dumb.
No. No!
Yes. There it is. Exactly as described.
Interesting that it's not like glowing in a purple.
The Inquisition will finally
light.
come to an end.
Well.
Ah! Trickery? Heresy? How did you... You manipulate it when I cannot?
Problem?
It appears you have been chosen, Istik. You are lucky. It is not for me to question why.
She's not
Go,
attacking us?
Seek the Inquisitor below, and take the cursed thing with you.
She is actually not attacking us? I'm surprised. I really thought this would go like south so quickly.
The Inquisitor awaits. Follow the corridor.
And she even puts this gemstone in there to dispel the barrier. Let's just have a small look at the character sheets. How much disapproval we got. I think it was not that bad. But hey, we're in exceptional relationship with Lae'zel. Oh boy. Didn't see that coming. Okay, let's continue this very questionable strategy we are doing here. Inquisitor's prerogative, a reminder. Faerûn, it would behoove you to remember that should you or any new member of Crash elect flout the new rules, this will be considered an act of treason. Do not think that I am blind to your disdain. I am our Queen's eyes, and I see all. The Inquisition will proceed as planned until it is complete, and the weapon is found, as decreed by the Queen to me. Inquisitor... Vorgas. Okay, let's go deep into the Githyanki crash. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? That did not go the way I expected, right?
This place is even more foreboding.
I stole the key from her.
Crash.
Oh, that's also a nice idea. What dialogue option did you choose, Toro, for her to stay like neutral, but like not give you the stone? Or did you just ignore her, steal the stone, and then comment?
I don't know why it would be now.
But yeah, that's like surprisingly welcoming in general for Githyanki, right? Well, maybe it's a trap. Maybe it's a trap.
Something good here. I hope.
Then again, at least looking at Lae'zel, at least Lae'zel doesn't seem to be like deceiving and like cunning.
Pockets.
Right? Lae'zel is more like open battle and stuff. I lied and stole the stone. That stole the stone. Oh, that's also nice. I mean, just to reiterate, everything here, the whole crash, was just the treasury of... How was it called again? Rosimorn Monastery? That's insane. How much wealth did they have? Not really just some humble monks, right?
Here goes nothing.
Yeah, it really seems like they are just like waiting for us, right? Because I mean, what else are they waiting for here? To be fair, I let Lae'zel do the thing with chair and told her the truth. Oh, poor Lae'zel. Same here though. Known locations of the weapon. Oh, they really tracked it.
Our esteemed guest, please approach. We have much to discuss.
Okay. An unfamiliar style of map marked with the following locations: Nautiloid Crash, Goblin Camp, Moonrise Towers, question mark.
You have something I want. I have the knowledge you need.
Yeah, you're not ominous at all. Let's talk to everyone else before I talk to you.
The Kithrak let you through. Go ahead then, Istig.
I mean, your boss is kind of expecting me.
Your presence here is tolerated. Do not confuse it for being welcome.
I mean, I guess like Githyanki's tolerance is kind of the same as like a very, very nice and welcoming aura.
An invitation to speak with the Chikrai? You are honored.
For a second I thought he
Our
had a
mission is
beard,
urgent and our
but it
time
isn't here.
short. Do not waste it.
A lot of it thinking the size of the monastery, right? Those Thunder monks must have been like really, really wealthy.
The Chakra is expecting you.
Yeah, looking around, this also really looks like a battle map, right? Because you have like different levels, you have this ledge here. Oh well. Hey there, Chakrai.
My Arden spoke of one of our kin that escaped a crashing Gake slave vessel.
Ch'rai. Vlaakith's justice in flesh.
You have accomplished much, child. I am pleased to finally meet you. I heard there is so much goblin blood on your hands that it soaks their children's nightmares. To business.
Oh gosh.
I suspect you plucked something precious from the Gake ship. Something that belongs to us. The weapon. Give it to me.
This guy looks like a goblin,
The
right?
weapon is how I protect you.
I think it's just the face.
Do not disobey the Inquisitor.
This weapon, what does it do?
What business is that of yours? Suffice to say, my queen wants it. But know that you will have been instrumental in stopping the grand design.
Yay.
Hand it over.
What business is it to you? I mean, you want something from me, right? Well, what is the grand design?
The grand design is what all Gake seek. The restoration of the Illithid Empire, which spanned the entirety of the multiverse. For centuries, their elder brains sought to bring back their dominion. Every plot they hatched, we stopped. But now they are close to succeeding. Never before could they pause Ceremorphosis. Never before could they let the infections spread undetected. You saw the thralls gathered on the Gake ship. Imagine that everywhere. Wants, needs, choice, all would cease to be. Everything rendered unto the Gake. So, the weapon. Please.
I never imagined to hear a Githyanki say please. Yeah, I mean, it's Lavender. It seems really stupid to actually give him the artifact. But, committing to the stupidity, right? That would also be a good title for the stream today. Anyway. Let's just quick save just in case we get in a game over or something. And Lavender produces the artifact. I'm really curious what's going to happen. If just the same thing happens again? If it's just going to like flinging back to us? If like Shadowheart is like threatening to leave or something? Oh, actually just Lae'zel approves.